Hello? Are you there? I lost you, Jack. Hello? Zach, I can't hear you. Can't hear nothing. Hello? Zach, are you there? 1, 2, 3, hello? Hello? One, two, three. We're hooked up on this end, Zach. I don't know why I can't hear you. I don't know if I'm on or not. Send me a text or something. Let me know if we're on or what's going on. I'm just going to go with it here. So, all right. Here we go. I can't hear you, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if I'm on the air here, but I'm going to roll with it. Send me a text or something. Let's see.
Keggins on deck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Christmas.
Hayes on board with a single, brings a shortstop number 23, Stegging up. Pinkerton on deck.
Hey, roll it up, let's go, lady.
I don't know about that one, Blue. All right, there we go. I don't know what happened, man. It just died and it was still on. I don't know what the hell. All right, thanks. Yeah, I was asking if you hung up because it kept
Base on
saying
ball for Stegging.
destination
Brings
unknown
up
or
the
something like
catcher,
that.
Number
Anyway.
16, Pinkerton.
All right, we're
Smith is
ready.
on deck.
Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, welcome here as we're getting underway, and we got to throw down to second as we got underway here in Fort Scott in this game against Spring Hill. And the Lady Blue Comets are the home team, and right now Spring Hill on, and they've got runners at first and second and third. I'm sorry, Pinkerton at the plate with an 0-1 count. The third hitter here is Kara Drake into the circle. Master Thompson behind the dish, 1-1 to count to her. So Pinkerton stands in. Pinkerton is the catcher for the Spring Hill Lady Broncos. And back in she goes, 1-1 count to her. Underway, Kara Drake trying to get that first out. Here's the pitch. Up high, and it's now 2-1. Smith on deck, the pitcher. Online at KINZ.biz. Catch the live broadcast there. Lady Blue Comet softball. Makeup game here in this tournament against Spring Hill. First game. And we'll see about game number 2. Depends on if we win this one. So it's a 3-1 count here at the plate to the catcher Pinkerton, and Drake in danger of loading him up here to start off. Doesn't want to get that behind here in the first. That's fell back to the screen and funds the count full. Now 3-2. So that 3-2 count to the shortstop Pinkerton, standing back in. And Drake bringing it. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 1, and Gara really needed that one. Gets that first out. Runner stay in scoring position. Second, third. Hayes got on with a hit. Past the third baseman, which is Corey Babcock today. Stegging got a base on balls. Pinkerton out. 1 out. Here comes the pitcher Smith. Runner scoring position. Going to look to help her own cause. She stands in here. Drake delivers low ball 1 to her to start her off. 1-0. Cooper will be on deck here with 1 out. Smith back in. And a 1-0 pitch. Just outside, 2-0. Two-0 count here to Smith. And a pitch. Fouls it to the screen. Now 2-1. Lady Blue Comets coming here 5-1, 4-2 for Spring Hill. Blue Comets dropped 3 straight here, 2 against Paola and 1 against Fort Scott on what I'm calling the hose game. As the umpires kind of cost us that game, but it's the way it goes. 2-1. That's up high now, 3-1. So play here today, you win this one, and we'll move over to the other field against the winner of the Fort Scott, whomever they're playing. And game number 2 here today. Smith 3-1 counts. That's low. Ball, 4 bases will be full for the Lady Broncos here on the bases balls by Kara Drake.
Now batting.
There comes the third baseman, Cooper.
Flood on deck.
So the base is full, 1 out. Looking to start it off here for the Lady Broncos. Get some noise here as Cooper in. And foul ball over there to the Lady Bronco dugout. Heads up. 0-1 to her. Oh, 1 to Cooper. She's back in. Drake back in the circle of the sign from Matty T. And the pitch on the way. That is low. Off of the chest protector. Back out front. 1-1 to count. Round the horn, Lady Blue Comets. Drake in the circle. Thompson behind the dish. Eubanks at first. Thompson at second. Jacket at short. Babcock is at third. Shields in left. Fouling back to the screen. Emling in center and Campbell in right field. That's 1-2 to Cooper at the plate. Flood will be on deck with only 1 out. Bases full. Drake trying to get that second out. See if we can get out of here without any damage done. They got the bases full. Oh, just missing. That's a 2-2 count. So the 2-2 count. Cooper goes right back in. And Drake trying to find that spot here. Get that out. That's low. Run the count full. No place to put her. Got to get her on this one here. As Drake looks to deliver. And the pitch. That's out into right field, and that will be a home run. That is going to clear the bases. And that is a grand slam here on this short porch here in this field. So that's the only home run that they're allowed. Any other home run will be an out. So it is a grand salami here as she clears the bases, making a 4-run start here for Spring Hill on the homer to a right field by Cooper. So everybody comes in, they clear them off, so that is their home run for the game in this one. So Flood comes to the plate now, the base is empty. 2 hits and brought in now 4 runs here in the first. It's only 146 out there to the right field porch. Ground rule double. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, the next home run will be a ground rule double, not an out. Okay. That's in there for a strike to Flood. Strike 1 to her.
Now
So
batting
0-1 to
left
Flood
fielder,
as
17,
Stovall
Flood.
will be on
Stovall
deck.
on deck.
And Flood stands right back in, 0-1. That's in there for a strike. Now 0-2. Kara finding her spot here. It's the 5th, 6th hitter of the inning. So 0-2. That's up high. 1-2 the count. Catch us online at KINZ.biz. Got the live stream going there. 4-0 here for Spring Hill. Top of the first. Swing and a miss. That is out to number 2. The second strikeout for Drake. And that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now will be the second baseman, Stovall. She'll come up with 2 outs and nobody on.
Number 9, Stovall. Roberts on deck.
So Stovall comes in here. 2 outs. She'll stand in ready to go. Drake to the plate. That's in there, strike 1. So 0-1 to Stovall. Drake with the sign from Thompson. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a soft hit there at just over KB's head as she had to go behind it and just off of the dirt, and just gets overhead, just enough to get over her head for the hit. And she'll be at first on her third hits.
Number 15.
Nice try there by KB, just not able to catch up to it there at third base. Here comes the first baseman, Roberts, to the plate. So Roberts stands in with 2 outs and a runner over first, and that's fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Lady Blue Comets like to have another opportunity to play Lady Tigers. After the loss the other day, it was a close game. That's up high outside, 1-1 to Roberts. But we'll see what happens after this one. You got to get back those 4 runs that we've given up here in the top of the first inning already. 1-1 to Roberts, the 8th hitter to the plate. That's up inside, now 2-1. McMahon will be on deck if Roberts can get on. That's in there for a strike call. It's now 2-2. So Roberts with a 2-2 count, stands right in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, and that is the third strikeout, but they do the damage. They bring 8 to the plate to 3 hits, and they'll leave 1, and no errors by the Lady Blue Comets. But a big grand slam home run makes it a 4-0 lead to start off here for Spring Hill. Bottom of the first on the way. Thompson, Eubanks, and Drake when we come back. Z95.3.
It is Spring Hill 4. Chanute on the way.
And we are back here ready to go to the bottom half of the first inning. Blue Comets trade a 4-0 here, and there will be Taylor Thompson, Lucinda Eubanks, and Kara Drake, first 3 up here. Against Smith, her battery mate is Pinkerton. Roberts at first, Stovall at second, Stegging at short, Cooper at third. McMahon left. Hayes in center, Flood is your right fielder for the Lady Broncos Spring Hill. So Taylor Thompson stands in, trying to get something to start here for Lady Blue Comets. We have a good first quarter like Spring Hill did. Here we go. First pitch to her. That's in there for strike one. Checking with Coach Hernandez down first base, third base line. Coach Campbell down the first base side. Tater back in. 0-1 to her. Smith delivers. Outside, ball 1-1-1. Taylor right back in. So we get started here for Lady Blue Comets to get on the board. 1-1. That's in reverse strike called. 1-2. So Taylor stands back in, ready to go against Smith. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside, run the count even 2-2. So the 2-2 count now to Taylor. She steps right back in here. Smith with the pitch. That's a shot down the first base side. It gets underneath the first baseman and then away from the right fielder. So Taylor Thompson will be on. We'll give her first hit for Lady Blue Comets.
At the plate, it's first baseman, number 13.
Cassandra Eubanks.
Eubanks, Drake on deck.
Steps up here, the first baseman, and Cassandra had a good game against Fort Scott with a couple RBIs the other day. Stepping in here, got a runner on first, no outs. Ready to go against Smith. Here's the pitch. Wow. High strike call, ball. 0-1 to Eubanks. That's Taylor on first. Smith with an 0-1 pitch. As Taylor turn around looking at bunt. And that's going to be called strike two. Checking in with Hernandez down the line. Has a new sign. Taylor, or Cassandra right back in. Taylor Thompson over at first, ready to go. Here's the 0-2. Eubanks trying to get a hold of something and move Taylor around. Here's the pitch. High outside, ball 1-2. So the 1-2 count with Drake on deck as Eubanks trying to get on after Taylor Thompson here. That one got away from Smith there, just a little bit high, 2-2. Not the pitch that she wanted to throw for sure, just got away from her there. 2-2, Eubanks back in. Smith delivers. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out. Number one on the strikeout. The first strikeout here for Smith.
At the plate, it's the pitcher,
so here comes Kara Drake to the plate.
Thompson on deck.
Madison Thompson on deck. Maddie T ready to come to the plate here after Kara can get on. Taylor Thompson over first. 1 out. Smith delivers. High outside, ball 1. Well, on count to Drake. She's right back in, ready to start. And Smith to the plate. Catching the inside corner, call strike 1, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So the 1-1 count. Blue Comet pitcher, Kara Drake right back in. Smith taking her time, now the 1-1. That's a shot right back to Smith. It'll get out into center field. And right back up the middle, Kara Drake. He gets on the second hit for Lady Blue Comets. Runners now at first and second. Here comes Maddie T to the plate. Lady Blue Comet catcher going to come on here to see if she can get a hold of one and move him around, maybe bring a run or two across here.
Jacket.
As Rachel Jacket is on deck. We're going to get a courtesy runner for our pitcher. Number 10, Custom Barter, will come in and be the courtesy runner here for Kara Drake. So she comes in to run here now. Maddie T at the plate for Lady Blue Comets. And first pitch to her, low for ball, number 1. So 1-0 Maddie T. The runner's now at first and second. See if she can get a hold of one. Still only 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first. That's low for ball count. Now 2-0. Smith not wanting to deliver anything anywhere close to the plate there. No, Maddie will get a hold of it. So 2-0, Rachel Jacket on deck. Another big hitter for Lady Blue Comets as Maddie back in 2-0. Pitch from Smith. Ooh, giving it a good swing. Maddie was just out in front of it. 2-1. Now Maddie ready to go once again. 2-1 count to her. Here's the pitch. That's up high. Nice staying away from that one. 3-1. Lady Blue Comets now with an opportunity to load them up here into the first, the same as Spring Hill. So 3-1 now to Thompson. Tater Thompson at second. Custom Barter over at first as the pinch runner. That's a little ball four. Bases loaded for the Blue Comets here in the first. So here comes Rachel Jacket.
Now batting,
Lady.
shortstop, number 15, Jacket. Babcock on deck.
So here comes Wagner. She'll come in and run for Maddie. Courtesy runner will be Wagner for Lady Blue Comets. Maddie gets herself on now. The base is full. Here comes this shortstop, Rachel Jacket, to the plate with one out. Base is full, and Blue Comets trail 4-0. So see if Rachel will come in here and get it started for Lady Comets. Get us on the board. Here's the pitch from Smith. That's in there, strike one called. So Jacket steps back in. Looking for a place to put a hit here. Smith to the plate. High fly ball out into left field. Shallow enough for the left fielder to come up on it. And she'll make the play there. It does McMahon. And that is out number 2. She just got enough underneath it to pop it into shallow left field. And that is out to number 2. So here to the plate comes KB. Corey Babcock coming up.
Now batting, third
Base is full.
7, Babcock. Campbell on deck.
With 2 outs. Bree Campbell on deck. Here comes Corey Babcock to the plate. KB with a chance here to help her team. She is the starting third baseman for the Blue Comets today. Here's the pitch from Smith. Ball 1 to her. So KB. Room right center field over there. 1-0 to her. Smith, the look in, has the pitch and delivers. That's the shot there, and it's going to get into. Nice job there to stop it by the shortstop over there by Stegging. Deep in the hole, but everybody's able to get to where they need to be, and the Blue Comets are on the board 4-1 after KB gets the hits. And that is the third hit for the Lady Blue Comets. So with 2 outs, everybody moves up and the bases stay full. And here comes Bree Campbell to the plate with 2 outs. And Blue Comets do get on with 4-1 here with Campbell. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to her. Haley Shields on deck for Lady Blue Comets. Designated player today playing left field. Campbell stands in. Showing bunt. Pulling back here. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So a 0-2 count. Campbell checking in with Hernandez down the line. Definitely wants to get a hold of one here. Don't leave the bases full. So here's the pitch now from Smith. On the inside low for ball 1, 1-2 the count. So right back in goes Campbell. And the pitch now from Smith. Here's the 1-2. Getting a piece of it, staying alive. Campbell fouls it off the screen. So nice job there by Bree. 1-2 to her. Bases full, Lady Blue Comets here. It's now 4-1 in the bottom of the first inning. Campbell right back in. Smith with the 1-2. Up high on the inside, 2-2 the count. So Shields on deck looking for her opportunity to get up here with some base runners on. If Campbell can get on 2-2 to her, she stands in. Pitch on the way here from Smith. Swing and a miss for the strikeout in the third out. Blue Comets get 3 hits. They leave 3. No errors. It's a 4-1 ball game as we go to the second inning. McMahon, Hayes, and Stegging to the plate. When we come back, Blue Comets softball Z95.3. Alrighty, we're back here ready to go for the second inning. It's a 4-1 ball game. Spring Hill comes back up here. It is the number 9 hitter, McMahon, the left fielder. Stepping up first here against Kara Drake. Kara, with one inning of work through 37 pitches, she gave up 3 hits and 4 runs. So here she comes here to face McMahon to start out the second in this 4-1 ball game here. McMahon stands in, first pitch to her. Call, strike one. So Kara Drake, 0-1 to her. Right back in, here's the pitch. It's fouled out to the screen, 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch, McMahon. Ready to go, Drake. Take a little off of it. A little shot right there at the jacket. Makes a great play and a good strong throw, 6-3 for outs. Number 1, nice play there by Jacket. Waited on the bounce and makes the play across the diamond, 6-3 out number 1. Here comes Hayes. Reached on a single to start the game. Scored the first run. Got over to third on a stolen base and a wild pitch. Her first time at the plate. So with 1 out, Hayes stands in up high inside, ball 1 to her. One 0 to the center fielder, Hayes. Drake sort of slap one that coach down the third base line, and it's fouled off. 1-1. Heads up down there, coach. She had to move out of the way quick. So 1-1 at the plate. As Hayes back in, Drake delivers. Low for ball number 2, 2-1. So the 2-1 count. Hayes takes low outside, now 3-1. Kara trying to get her to chase at that one, but she's not going after it. 3-1, Stegging the shortstop on deck with 1 out, nobody on here. Top to the second inning, 4-1. Spring Hill with the lead. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4. So runner on here with 1 out is Hayes. She's on for the second time. Second base ball is given up by Kara Drake. Here comes Stegging. She reached on a base on balls her first time up. Was on the base paths with the grand slam. Came in by Cooper. So Stegging back in here with a runner on and 1 out. That's outside, ball 1. Maddie with a look down to first there to Eubanks, but no throw. So 1-0 to Stegging. Right back in she goes here. Drake ready to go. Pinkerton on deck. High outside. Now 2-0. So Drake, 2-0 to Stegging. Back on the rubber, ready to go here. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike call. Now 2-1. Two-one counts. Stegging the shortstop. Trying to get Hayes off of first. Here's the pitch. That's a shot over to the right side. Now to play, 2-2. So the 2-2 count, and Stegging back in. Run over first. Drake looking for that third strikeout. Here's the pitch, and that's a high fly ball out into left field, and a nice play out there by Shields. It comes in over to a left center field and makes the play for out to number 2. Good job, Shields, tracking it down. Comes up with the play. That's out number 2. Here comes Pinkerton to the plate. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time up. Run over at first, 2 outs. Here's Drake delivers. Strike 1 called. She kept her eyes on it the whole way, coming from left field over to left center. Makes the play. Good job there by Shields in left. 0-1 to Pinkerton. That's low. Going to get away from Maddie, and the runner's going to get over to second. And it's a 1-1 count to Pinkerton. Runner now over in scoring position for the Lady Broncos. And it's 1-1 at the plate. Pinkerton right back in. Drake looking to get out of the inning here without any damage. Runner score position over there. And it's 1-1. Nice little stab there at the second base side by Taylor Thompson. That's the reason why she's so good at that spot over there. That's out. Number 3 on the 4-3 for the third out. They get no hits. They leave one. No errors by the Lady Blue Comets and no runs come in. It is a 4-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Shields, Emling, and Thompson to the plate when we come back. Blue Comet softball, Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the second inning. Lady Blue Comets trail at 4-1 here, but it will be Heavy Shields standing up here first, ready to go. And first to place Smith here, who threw her one inning of 29 pitches, 1 strikeout, no base on ball. She gave up 3 hits and 1 run. First pitch to Shields is low for ball number 1.
Plate, it's the DP number 8, Shields.
So 1-0 to Shields to start her off. And the pitch from Smith on the way. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Sophie Emling will be on deck for Lady Blue Comets. In the top of the order, Taylor Thompson. So Shields right back in with a 1-1 count. Smith. With the 1-1 pitch. That's low for 2-1 count. So Shields steps back in here, trying to get us started here. And Smith delivers. Swing and a miss, just a little bit behind that one, 2-2. So Haley checking in with Coach Hernandez down the third base line. And Sophie Emling on the deck will step back in. Here's the 2-2. And Haley looking to make some contact. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And going to be completed there as the catcher dropped the ball to Pinkerton, but completes the strikeout for outs, number 1. Second strikeout here for Smith. Here comes Sophie Emling to the plate. Center fielder for Lady Blue Comets today. Top of the order will be Taylor Thompson on deck for Lady Comets.
Center fielder, number 5, Emling.
So Sophie stands in here. And Smith with 1 out, bringing it to the plate. Strike 1 called. Taylor Thompson will be on deck. Had the Lady Blue Comet single in the first and scored that 1 run. The Blue Comets loaded it up. 0-1 to Emling. So Smith to the plates. Gets a piece of it. Fouls it away with 0-2. So with a 0-2 count, Sophie right back in. 1 out, nobody on. Trying to get on here for Lady Comets. That's a shot out into a left field, backing on it. And the left fielder, McMahon, kind of took a step back there and kind of found a hole and stumbled a little bit, but was able to gather herself and make the play out there in a left field for outs, number 2. Top of the order, Taylor Thompson. 1 for 1 at the plate today. And got a hit to start off for Lady Blue Comets. It's Taylor. Lady Blue Comets like to play a little 2-out rally, see if she can get something going here. And with 2 outs, Taylor right back in. She'll face Smith here, and 2 outs and nobody on. Taylor ready. First pitch. That's a little bouncer there out front. Down the line, and she will be there safe. She beats the run. Nice try there. The high chopper out in front of the plates, and they throw it down, but Thompson down the line for the second base hit of the ball game. So a runner on here. Here's Cindy Eubanks. She's 0 for 1, struck out her first time up. Said last game against Fort Scott was able to get herself a couple RBIs. See if she can get a hold of one right here and bring Taylor around with 2 outs and Kara Drake on deck. Smith to the plates. Outside, ball 1. So Casinda right back in. Lady Blue Comet first baseman. 1-0 count to her. And the pitch on the way. That's low for 2-0 counts. We're in the bottom of the second. 4-1 ball game. Spring Hill with the lead. The 2017 state champions. 2-0 to Eubanks. Low on the inside now, 3-0. So Smith may walk one on, and Drake will come up. Said did RBI single. Back in the first. Here's Eubanks 3-0. Taken all the way 3-1. Taylor Thompson over at first. He moved off over there as being held on by Roberts. Eubanks stands right back in with a 3-0 count. 3-1 count to her. And the pitch. Ball 4. Bases now. Runners at first and second here for Lady Blue Comets. The first base on balls given up here by Smith. Second base on balls, I'm sorry.
Coming to the plate, the pitcher, number
So
11,
here comes Kara Drake to the plate. She had that RBI single. Back in the first as the Spring Hill coach going out to have a chat with her pitcher out there, Coach Huber. And they don't have the right information for Lady Blue Comets here. They have Chanute Blue Comets with Coach Fox as the head coach. There's basketball information on here, but that's pretty funny. Coach Hernandez now having a chat with her pitcher, Kara Drake, who will be at the plate, of Maddie T, who will be on the on-deck circle here in this 4-1 ball game in the bottom of the second inning. Bases now with runners at first and second for Lady Blue Comets. And 2 outs as Drake stands up. Coach Huber now done with her meeting at the hill. Pinkerton comes back behind the dish, back over to second. Goes Taylor Thompson. As Eubanks stands over first, Drake will come to the plate now.
Number 11, it's the pitcher, Drake.
So Kara coming in here with a chance to help her own cause, maybe push another run across with a run because Taylor Thompson got the wheels at second. So here we go as Kara stands in against Smith. That's in there for a strike call, 0-1. So Kara stands in with an 0-1 count. 2 outs here in this bottom of the second. Looking to drive one. Here's the pitch. Up high on the inside, 1-1 to count. So the 1-1 count. Drake. Ready to go. That's in there for a strike call, 1-2. So Kara behind now. With runners at first and second, they'll be going on contact here. 2 outs. Kara stands in as Smith looking to get out of the inning here with their team up 4-1. And Drake wanting to extend it. That's up high, 2-2. They're looking to get a little help as they got Fort Scott and Ottawa over on the other field there. Winners will play each other, losers play each other in this tournament. Drake. 2-2 from Smith. That's a shot, and it'll get past the second baseman. Nice job there, second baseman. I thought it was going to get past her, but she was able to dig it there, Thompson, and get her going to second there on a Eubanks on the 4-6 for the third out. So it's fielder's choice here for Drake. All right, so we will go to the third inning. The Blue Comets do get 1 hit. They'll leave 2 on. No errors by the Lady Broncos. We'll go to the third inning. It will be Smith, Cooper, and Flood to the plate when we come back. 4-1, Lady Blue Comets leads a trail, Z95-3. And we're back here as we go to the third inning. It will be Smith step to the plate, the pitcher. And she reached on a base on balls. Her first time up facing Kara Drake here. Up high, ball one to start her off. Drake, 54 pitches now. 2 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. She's given up 3 hits and 4 runs. 1-0 to the leadoff hitter here in the third. Now 2-0. It will be Cooper and Flood, the first 3 here after Smith. Against Drake. Drake 2-0 to Smith. Smith's going to send that out into center field. Center fielder going to see that go over her head there. That is Emling. Emling going to get it in, and they're trying to get it to second, and it'll be a leadoff double here for the pitcher, Smith. So Smith on with a hit here. Here comes Cooper. Had that grand slam to start her first time up. So we're going to get a Stoker.
Third baseman Cooper. Flood on deck.
So Stoker will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher, Smith. Standing in, here comes Cooper. 1 for 1 at the plate. Runner scoring position here, and that's going to be a high chopper foul ball. And it's 0-1. To Cooper. Standing right back in. Runner scoring position here. No outs. Just underway here in the third. That's up high. 1-1 to count at the plate here to the third baseman. Right fielder Flood will be on deck. Smith, leadoff double. Now has Stoker running for over there. 1-1 to Cooper. That's up high. Going to get away from Thompson. A throw down to third. But getting in there on the wild pitch is Stoker. And it's a 2-1 count at the plate. 2-1. Now they move runner in scoring position here. As Cooper right back in. On the inside makes it 3-1. So that 3-1 count. Cooper right back in here, ready to go. And the pitch. Fouls it back to the screen. And that runs the count full, 3-2. So Drake now with a 3-2 count to the third baseman, bringing it. That's low, ball 4. Here comes a run in to score. And it will be a wild pitch and a ball 4 to Cooper. And she'll be over at first. The wild pitch brings in the run. So the error, first one for Lady Blue Comets, makes it a
now batting
5
right fielder, number 17.
to 1
Flood.
ball game.
Stovall on deck.
So here goes Flood to the plate, 0 for 1. Struck out her first time up, no outs. And a runner at first. It's now 5-1. Lady Broncos of Spring Hill. That's in there for a strike from Drake, 0-1. Stovall will be on deck with Roberts in the hole here. It's 0-1 to Flood. Low on the inside, 1-1. So with a 1-1 count, Low now makes it a 2-1 count to the right fielder Flood here at the plate. Let's go Huber at third base. Sends out her signs to her runner over at first. 2-1 here to Flood. She steps right back in. Drake delivers. That's low, 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Flood checking in down the line. Now ready to go. Steps back in. And 3-1 to Flood. Here's the pitch from Drake. That's in there for a strike at the knees. Full count. So it's full count to her. As Stovall, the second baseman, will be on deck as Flood stands in. Here's the full count from Drake. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out to number 1. A quick throw down to first. Getting back in is the third baseman, Cooper.
At the plate, second
So it's
baseman
strikeout number 3
Stovall.
on the day here for
On deck,
Kara
Roberts.
Drake. Make that number 4. So at the plate here, Stovall. She's 1 for 1. First pitch is low for ball 1. So a 1-0 to Stovall. She stands in here trying to move that runner over from first. Here's the pitch. That's a shot foul ball down the right side. It's 1-1. Hold of that one there, so 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
So 1-1 at the plate here. She steps back in. Drake ready to deliver. That's a shot over there. Watch out, Lady Bronco bench. It's 1-2. She's sending them down there screaming. All right, so 1-2 the count after the foul ball. Back in goes Stovall. Drake has a sign from Maddie T. Here's the pitch. That's a little soft liner there. Oh, nice job, Cassandra. She catches up to it, tries to catch the runner getting back, but she gets back in there, does Cooper, and that is out. So number 2. So here comes Roberts to the plate, to the first baseman, 0 for 1. She struck out her first time up.
Man on deck.
So she stands in here with 2 outs and a runner at first. Drake delivers. Outside, ball 1. One 0 to Roberts here in the top of the third. 5-1 ball game. Lady Becomes trail. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike call. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
So Lady Comets get out of this inning, see if they get those bats working. They've got 4 hits on the ball game. Only been able to put across 1 run. And that's low for ball 2. Made some contact, and they've left 5 on the base pad, so let you know what the Lady Blue Comets have hit the ball. Just haven't been able to put those runs across. See if we could change that in the bottom of the third. That's up high, 2-2 the count.
Ball, one strike.
So Kara got her even at 2-2. Drake stands right back in the 2-2 pitch. University Reich, a 3 call. Oh, that's all. I had 2 strikes already. Okay. So the count full. My mistake. I had to count wrong. Here's the payoff pitch. That's in there for the call. Steve Reich 3 that I was looking for right there. So another strikeout, her 5th of the afternoon. But they do get 1 hit. They leave 1 error brings in the run to make it a 5-1 ball game. Going to the bottom of the third. Thompson, Jacket, and Babcock come to the plate when we come back. Blue Comet Softball Z95.3.
Jacket on deck.
Back here to the bottom of the third we go. Maddie T will start things off. She reached out a base on balls her first time up. Swinging strong at the plate for strike number 1 here to start off in the third inning. 2 innings of work here for Smith. She's thrown 47 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, giving up the 4 hits and 1 run to the Lady Blue Comets. 0-1 to Thompson to start off here in the third. And that's a high chopper, and it'll be foul ball to the left side, 0-2. Nice day here in Fort Scott today. Beautiful weather. The wind not blowing too bad, but the sun's starting to settle down a little bit, and you can kind of feel that little northwest wind. It's a little chilly. So as we go through the rest of the evening, I'm sure it'll drop down. But, hey, the wind ain't blowing to blow it around. That's fine today. Beautiful day for Lady Blue Comet Softball here in Fort Scott. 0-2 to Thompson. That's up high. And as always, we want to say thanks lots, Coach De La Torre, to getting us all set up and making sure we got everything we need. Appreciate him every time we come to Fort Scott. 1-2 to Thompson. Maddie T sends that one there to shortstop. Shortstop has a little trouble stegging, and it eats her up there at shorts, and it will be, oh my goodness. I got to give her the air, reaching on the air. did Maddie T, because she should have
Stepping to
had
the
that one.
plate,
Here comes Rachel
shortstop,
Jacket to the
number
plate.
15, Jacket.
Rachel comes up here 0 for 1 at the plate. Corey Babcock on deck as Rachel steps up here. Runner over at first. Blue Comets trail by 4. Looking for base runners here in the bottom of the third. Jacket steps in. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike call. 0-1. So Jacket steps right back into the front of the plate here. 0-1. And the pitch on the way. Staying away from it is Rachel. She does not go. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 now to Rachel at the plate. Jacket stands in. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike call. It's now 1-2. So 1-2 count to her, and KB on deck for Lady Blue Comets. Jacket right back in with a runner over at first. And no outs here in the bottom of the third. 5-1 ball game. Lady Blue Comets trail. And Jackets, that gets away from the pitch, the catcher Pinkerton, and headed over to second. Wagner, the pinch runner, or the courtesy runner, on the pass ball. And it's now a 2-2 count. Lady Blue Comet to shortstop. Rachel stands in with the runner in scoring position here. Smith with the 2-2. That's a high chopper out in front, and it will be a fair ball, and she'll be safe down the line. Runners on the corners. Nice job. A nice try there by Cooper. She comes up on the play and catches it on the line. She might have let it go. It might have went foul, but she didn't want to wait for it. So it is a base hit here for Jack, and nice job as we get now runners on the corners for the Lady Blue Comets. Blue Comets get their first hit of the inning here.
Baseman, number 7.
Here comes KB to the plate. KB 1 for 1, had a single. Chance now with an RBI opportunity here for the Lady Blue Comet third baseman. So KB stands in here ready to go. Smith looking for the sign for Pinkerton. And here's the pitch with runners on the corners and no outs. Outside high, ball 1. 1-0 to KB. Bree Campbell will be on deck here with no outs. So 1-0 to Babcock. KB right back in. Here we go. KB ready for the pitch. That's going to be out in first base line, and it will get down outside into the corner. Nice job there by Flood. Can't come up with the play. 1 run comes in. Coming around third base here as they bring the throw in, and they're going to be hold her up there at third. Rachel Jacket will have to be held there, but it's an RBI double for KB for Lady Blue Comets. We'll give her the single. She'll get to second on the throw in, but the run comes in, and that'll make it a 5-2 ball game. Here's Babcock gets over there at first. Here comes Bree Campbell to the plate now. No outs and runners in scoring position as second and third as KB goes to second on the throw in. So that's where we get with that. Is another hit here for the Blue Comets. 5-2. Here's Campbell at the plate. Gets a piece of it. Does Bree to send it back to the screen. 0-1. Second hit of the inning brings in another run. Makes it a 5-2 ball game here in the third. And Bree at the plate with runners in scoring position now with no outs and a chance to bring a couple more here for Lady Blue Comets. As Smith, the 0-1 to the plate. Looking to lay down that bunt. Goes down the first base side, out of play, 0-2. So with an 0-2 count. And Haley Shields on deck. Bree Campbell stands in. With runners in scoring position, second and third. Checking in with Coach Hernandez down the third base line. Coach Campbell's down the first base side. 0-2 to Campbell. She steps right back in. Ready to go. Smith with the sign for Pinkerton. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's a shot, and it'll be right there at the shortstop. Steggy comes up, and they'll get her at first. Nice job doing the job there. Bree Campbell brings the run in, gets the job done. Babcock goes. She has to stay over at second. But it is a 6-3 for the first out, but the run comes in. Nice job, Bree Campbell at the plate to get the run to come in. And it is now a 5-3 ball game here in the third. Here comes Haley Shields, 0 for 1 at the plate, standing in. Runners over at second is Corey Babcock. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Haley stays away. High, ball 1 to her. 1-0 to Shields, the designated player, playing left field for the Blue Comets today. 1-0. She's 0 for 1 at the plates. Trying to bring Babcock in from second with only one out and the 1-0-2er. Will gets a piece of it, fouls it back. It's now 1-1. Sophie Imling will be on deck. Taylor Thompson behind her for the Blue Comets here in the third. Trying to get a little bit closer here with the runner score position as Babcock. As Haley steps in looking to drive one. 1-1 to Shields. And the pitch on the way. That's in their first strike call. It's 1-2. So Sophie Imling on deck with a 1-2 count here to Haley Shields. And Shields ready to go from Smith. That's going to be out into right field. It's on its way. Cooper. Flood, I should say, out there in left field makes the play. Haley gave it a ride, tried to get the sac fly. But Shields is out there on the line, on the fly ball to a right field for outs. Number 2, that's Flood out there in right, making the play. So here comes Sophie Imling to the plate now with 2 outs, and Babcock still over there at second.
Number 5, Imling.
So Sophie will come to the plate here, see if she can bring her around. Facing Smith, she's 0 for 1, flat out to left field, her first time up. So with 2 outs, Blue Comets push 2 across here on a couple of hits. And an error. Sophie Imling stands in there, strike 1 call. So Sophie taking her time, now stands back in. Here's the 0-1 to Imling. Swing and a miss, it's now 0-2. She was trying to get a piece of it, just about like what Corey did there. Corey was able to get right off the end of that bat and just kind of loop it down in the corner there in the right field corner. And it kind of looks like that's what Sophie is going for here. See if she tries it again. 0-2, though. She's the third out here. But the Blue Comets get 2 hits, and they'll leave 1 on, and 1 error comes in, happens for the Lady Broncos to help the 2 runs come in. It's a 5-3 ball game going to the 4th. And right now, after it will be McMahon, Hayes, and Stegging on their way to the plate. We come back. Blue Comets softball, Z95.3.
Headed to the plate for Spring Hill in the top of the 4th. McMahon, Hayes, and Stedding.
All righty, we're back here ready to go as McMahon comes to the plate here, the left fielder. She's 0 for 1. Had a great play by Rachel Jacket to get her out to start the second, and she's got ball 1 here from Kira Drake. Kira, 78 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 4 hits, and 5 runs. And she's now behind 2-0 to the left fielder McMahon. So the 2-0 count, McMahon stands right back in, trying to start something off here for Lady Broncos into the 4th inning, as it's now 3-0 to start her off. As the top of the order on deck will be Hayes and Stegging for Lady Broncos. That's ball 4. So the leadoff hitter on the base on balls. The 3rd base on balls given up by Kara here. So top of the order will be Hayes. Hayes comes to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a base on balls. Stolen base, scoring a run. She'll step in here with a runner on first and no outs. Top of the 4th inning. 5-3, Blue Comets trail. Broncos trying to play a little add-on here in the 4th as they got the leadoff runner on. 1-0 to Hayes. Stegging will be on deck for Lady Broncos as Hayes stands right back in, ready to go. Drake back in the circle. And now Hayes with the pitch. On the way, sends that out into left field. And that's going to get over Shields' head, and they'll get it in. And it's a long single for the leadoff hitter. And now with runners at first and second on their first hit here.
Number 23,
Here comes Stegging to the plate. She's 0 for 1, reaching on a base on balls. Her 2 times at the plate. Now with runners at first and second and no outs. Lady Blue Comets kind of started off that way there in the bottom half of the third. See if they can get that first out here, though. Nice job by Maddie. That one high, gets away from Kara. High for ball 1. Stegging 1-0 to her. Checking in with Coach Huber down the third base line. Now right back in is the shortstop. She made a couple great plays there at shortstop for the Lady Broncos. 1-0, swing and a miss, now 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
So 1-1 to her. Stegging will come right back in here. Pinkerton on deck. We almost need that first out. That's a shot there now. Oh, nice try by Thompson. It gets knocked away and gets into right field as they get it back in here. Does Campbell, but the bases will be loaded on the base hits. So the second base hit loads them up. And now to the plate will be Pinkerton. She's 0 for 2. The catcher comes up with no outs and a chance to blow it open here. But Kira Drake going to try to get that first out. Let's get a double play ground ball here. There's a shot. Oh, nice shot off the glove of Thompson. Can't get him there a second on the throw in. One comes away. The ball gets away from Jacket. She tries to toss it there second, and the run comes in to score. Nice try there by Taylor as Pinkerton, solid shot off the glove. And she'll be on the fielder's choice. Stegging over at second. Now over at third is Hayes as the bases remain full as the run comes in.
Number 28, Smith.
And here comes Smith to the plate now. And still no outs. And it's ball 1. So now a 6-3 ball game here for Smith, the pitcher. She is 1 for 1 with a base on balls. Her 2 times at the plate today. Had a double her last time up. That's up high from Drake. It's now 2-0. Maybe Cummins tying it up there a little bit. Left a couple runners on. And now Spring Hill's come back here and loaded them back up still with no outs and already brought in 1 run. Smith 2-0 at the plate. Low for a 3-0 count. So the pitcher Smith now looking for her pitch here as she's going to make Drake pitch to her. The base is full. Here's the 3-0 point pitch. High fly ball, and it'll get out, and that's a ground rule double. And 2 runs will come in. Smith will end up over at second. And now over to third is Pinkerton as 2 more comes in. As she gets the 2 RBIs, she has to stay over at second. So 2 more runs come in to now make it an 8-3 ball game. So here comes Cooper in as Stoker will be the pinch runner for the pitcher Smith. Stoker comes to the plate, or Cooper comes to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with the base on balls. Had that grand salami in the first to put them up 4-0 now with runners at second and third. First pitch is low for ball 1.
Now batting, third baseman, number 22, Cooper.
So Cooper 1-0 with no outs here into the fourth. The Comets now traded by 5, 8-3. Drake 1-0. That's up high and now 2-0 to her. And Kara looking to find her spot here. They put up a 3 spot here already. So back in now goes Cooper. Drake finds the spot there, and that's a strike call. So 2-1 now to Cooper. Scared Drake. Face Flood next. She's on deck. Here's the 2-1. That's low on the inside. Now 3-1. So Lady Comets in fear of loading him up here, still with no outs here into this 4th inning. They're threatening to open it wide up here, and there's a swing and a miss now for the 3-2. Nice pitch there from Drake. Runs the count full. Right here by the highway, folks, and I'm pretty sure you can hear the fire trucks coming through. Full count to Cooper. That's a shot right back up the middle, and it'll get out into center field. Emling gets it back in, but that's a 2 RBI single. She clears them off. And as 2 more runs come in, and it's a 2 RBI single there Another hit brings 2 more to now make it
Now
a
batting
10-3
right fielder,
ball game. Here
number
goes the right fielder,
17,
Flood. She's
Still
0
ball
for
on
2.
deck.
Struck out both times up. Steps up here now. In this 10-3 ball game, and runner over first. And there's a shot out into left field. Haley Shields just over her outstretched hands into left center. They'll get it in, and going into third, sliding in there is going to be Cooper. So Flood will be on with her first hit of the ball game.
At the plate, second baseman number 9, Stovall.
5 hits,
Roberts
run
on
into
deck.
5 runs, and still no outs. Here in the fourth, here's Stovall. She's 1 for 2. Runners on the corners. And ball 1 to Stovall. Roberts will be on deck as they're looking to bat around here. In the fourth, still no outs. And Stovall stands in. Pitch on the way, and that's a shot there to second. Thompson comes up on it. She'll go 4-3, get the lead run. Get the 4-3 for first out. Flood over to second, but the run does come in. And that'll make it an 11-3 ball game here as Roberts comes to the plate 0 for 2 with 1 out. Runner over at second will be
Now
Flood.
batting, first baseman number 15, Roberts.
So as Roberts comes in, it's a low for ball 1.
McMahon on deck.
McMahon led off with a base on ball. She's on deck here, 1-0 to Roberts, who's 0 for 2, struck out 2 times at the plate. Runner over at second is Flood. And the pitch, low for ball number 2. So 2-0 to Roberts at the plate. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And it's now 2-1. Looking to get this second out here without any more damage. Got a runner scoring position there as they've already brought in 6 here. We don't need any more coming across. Got to get those bats working in the fourth. Swing and a miss down to Roberts. It's now 2-2. The 2-2 count for Roberts. And the pitch. Outside, count full, 3-2. So full count here to Roberts as Drake to get that second out here. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, and that's a big one there for Kara. That's her second out of this inning, but that's a 6 strikeouts for Drake. Come to the plate now, McMahon. She reached on a base on balls to start
Now
off.
batting, left fielder number 12.
So with 2
McMahon.
outs, she comes
Haley's
up
on
here
deck.
for the second time in the inning. And the pitch on the way to her is ball 1. Runner over at second. 1-0 to McMahon. That one's going to be fouled back to the screen. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So 1-1 to count to her. As Drake looking to get this third out. Let's get out of this inning. 1-1. McMahon stands in. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike call. Now 1-2. Come on, Kara. Let's find it. Let's get that strikeout number 7. And get those bats working here in the fourth. McMahon. 1-2 pitch from Drake. In there for a key. Raw strike 3. Out number 7. And that's a big one there for Drake. But they do the damage. They leave, get 5 hits. They leave 1 on. And 1 error by the Lady Blue Comets. Their second helps bring in the runs
After
here.
3.5 innings
As
of
we will
play,
go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It will be
Hill,
Thompson,
11.
Eubanks, and Drake. And we'll leave it right here for your halfway through report brought to you by the Community National Bank. Lady Blue Comets now traded by a score of 11-3 after a big inning there in the 4th. So Blue Comets got to get those bats working here in the bottom of the 4th. They're going to be run ruled out of this first game here. They've done a good job. The Blue Comets got 6 hits, and they've left 6 on the base pads. A couple errors here helped bring in some runs, but a big inning right there on 5 hits. And that error by the Lady Broncos helped them out here in this 4th inning. But good job by the Lady Blue Comets. We've got decent pitching. Kara Drake's done a good job out there. Just they found some spots on a couple of them and have brought in some hits as they now have 9 hits. They've left 4 and 1 error so far on the ball game. 2 errors for Lady Blue Comets. As I said, it's a 11-3 ball game. 3 runs on 6 hits. They've left 6 and 2 errors for Lady Blue
Leading off
Comets.
for Chanute, it's
That's your
the
community
second
national bank
baseman,
halfway through.
number
Kara
1,
Drake with 7
Lee
strikeouts.
Thompson.
She gave him 9 hits
Eubanks
and
on deck.
11 runs, though. Taylor Thompson comes in here. Taylor, 2 for 2 at the plate, stands in here in the 4th. As we're underway, Smith low for ball 1 to her. Smith now with 70 pitches. She's got 2 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. She's given up 6 hits and 3 runs to the Lady Blue Comets. Her team has 1 error behind her. So 1-0 to Thompson to start off here into the 4th for the Blue Comets. Pitch on the way. Taylor swing and a miss, 1-1. So 1-1 to her as Eubanks will be on deck. Drake in the hole for Lady Blue Comets here in the 4th. Spring Hill now leads at 11-3. Get a change on your live stream here for you just a second, folks. And Thompson getting a piece of it, sends it back to the screen. Now a foul ball. All right, so back in now. Thompson. That's low. And it'll be a full count to her now. Job by Taylor. Trying to get a starter here in the 4th. Cassandra Eubanks on deck, and it's full count now to Taylor Thompson. Taylor stands in. Smith to the plate. That's a shot there to second base as Stovall will come up on it. She'll make a good play, 4-3. Outs number 1. So 1 out here. Here comes Cassandra Eubanks. She is reached, she's 0 for 1, and a base on balls 13 times at the plate today.
13, Eubanks.
Kara Drake will be on deck for Lady Blue Comets, looking to put some base runners on here, trailing by 8, 11-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Eubanks stands up, ready to go. And a pitch from Smith to the plates. Low for ball 1. One-0. And the pitch to her. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 to count.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Checking in with Hernandez down the line. A 1-1. Cassandra back in with a 1-1 count. And Smith now at the sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's low for a 2-1 count. Back in after the 2-1 ball call. It's 2-1. At the plate here to Eubanks. Up on, call on the inside corner, 2-2. And 2-2 now to Eubanks. Right back in as Lady Blue Comet first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. Smith with a 2nd out here for Spring Hill. They had a big top of the 4th, and that was going to be a soft liner. It'll get down into shallow center field. Nice try there by Hayes coming up on it, but not able to make the play. So it drops in there. So Cassandra in with a base hit for Lady Blue Comets. So Blue Comets get a runner here
At the plate, it's
in the 4th inning. Here comes Kara Drake to the plate. 0 for 1 or 1 for 1 and reaching on a fielder's choice her 2 times at the plate. Maddie T at the plate for the Blue Comets. So Kara stands in here, see if she can help her own cause. She's got a runner over first and 1 out. So Drake ready for her first pitch from Smith, and here it comes. That's in there for a strike, called 0-1. The 0-1 count, Drake standing right in. As Eubanks leading at first. Here's the pitch. That's low. Job Pinkerton keeping it in front of her. 1-1 to count. Kara Drake now. With a 1-1 count, stands back in. Smith to the plate. On the inside, ball called 2-1. Two-one count. Drake ready to go. Smith with the sign for Pinkerton and back on the rubber. Here comes the 2-1. Call strike. Ooh, that looked a little bit high right there. Kara staying away from it. That one shoulder looked a little high. 2-2 now. To Drake. Kara gets that same call on the other side. 2-2 Maddie T on deck. Here's the pitch, and Kara sends that over to the shortstop, and that is Stegging. She'll come up and make a good play, get her by a step, 6-3. Moves the runner over to second, so 2 outs. Here comes Maddie T to the plate now with 2 outs. Maddie's reached with a base on balls and an error her 2 times at the plate today.
Jacket on deck.
So she'll stand in here with the Rachel Jacket on deck. 2 outs and a runner scoring position for the Blue Comets. So Thompson now ready to go. Maddie takes strike 1. Takes ball 1. Takes ball 1 to her. So Maddie now standing right in here, ready to go with Smith. The pitch, that's going to be fouled off. Hit the ref. Get a little bit of umpire action right there. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So everybody good and safe after the foul ball. 1-1 to Maddie. Eubanks ready to lead off from second. 1-1 to her here. Smith delivers high. That's a 2-1 count. Ottawa and Fort Scott playing over on the other field. The winner will play the winner of this one. The losers play each other. Let's see the score over there of that ball game. I'll give you a little report on it. We'll see if we can't find something between innings. On the inside, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
So with a 3-1 count to her, Maddie working the count here. Good job. She'll stand right back in, trying to get on for Rachel Jacket on deck. So 3-1 to Maddie T. There's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off to the screen, running the count full, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
So Maddie, now at a full count. Ready for the payoff pitch here. Smith steps up, ready to go. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. So Maddie gets on, working the counts, and works her way on. And the third base on ball is given up here by Smith today. Here comes Rachel Jacket to the plate. Rachel 1 for 2. And it'll be Wagner, courtesy running out there at first for Maddie.
At
So
the plate,
Wagner.
it's the shortstop, number 15, Jacket. Babcock on deck.
So here comes Rachel Jacket to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And the Comets trail 11-3 here in the 4th. Jackets ready to go. That's going to be right there. Stovall at second, and she'll make the play for the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left, no errors by Spring Hill. And we will go to
Okay, after the
5th inning.
first 4 innings
And it will
of
be
play,
the top of the order.
Spring Hill 11,
It will be
Chanute,
Hayes,
3.
Stegging, and Pinkerton when we come back. Blue Comets trailer at 11-3 as we go to the 5th, Z95.3.
Here we go, top of 5. I mean, there's always something, right? Top of 5. There you
And we're back here as we get ready to go to the 5th inning.
Number 5.
And the Blue Comets now trail it 11-3 here. Spring Hill comes up as they are the visiting team. And first pitch is fouled off.
Ball in, bring it in, throw it in. Thank you.
All right. All right, so we're here in the 5th, and it is a strike 1 on the foul ball here to Hayes, the leadoff hitter. She is 2 for 2 and a base on balls here today. And she stands in here with an 0-1 count. That's up high, 1-1. Kara, 84 pitches now. 7 strikeouts, 3 base on balls, 9 hits, 11 runs. 10 of those charged to her. It is now 1-1 to Hayes here in the 5th. And Drake bringing it. That's a shot down the left side. It's a foul ball, 1-2. Come on. So the 1-2 counts. Hayes stands right back in. And the pitch, that's going to be driven out into center field. Sophie Emling back on it to get just over her head. And it'll be a double for the leadoff hitter, Hayes. Here to start the 5th. So another big hit for him. That is 10 hits on the afternoon. So here comes Steggy to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a base on ball, scoring a couple runs here today. So shortstop stands in here. Runner scoring position and no outs in the top of the 5th. And Drake to the plate. That's high for ball 1. 1-0-2 her. Steggy takes a look, coach down the line. Coach Huber. And the pitch outside is now 2-0 to Steggy. So Lady Blue Comets 5-4 on the year. Coming in here, now trailing in this one, 11-3. 2-0 to the hitter here, and that's going to be out into right center field, and that will get down. Bree Campbell going to catch up to it now, bring it in. And here comes Thompson with a throw, and will not bring it in, and a run comes around to score from first. That is Hayes. And the RBI single by Steggy. Making it now 12-3 ball game as Pinkerton comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder short, so 3 times at the plate today. Runner over at first on the second hit of the inning here. So Pinkerton stands in, and first pitch is a low for ball. Oh, she's hitting on the foot there, so she's hit by the pitch. Runners now at first and second here for the Lady Broncos. Come to the plate now will be Smith, the pitcher. She's 2 for 2 and a base on balls, 2 RBIs. Scoring 3 runs, has her courtesy runner. She's been at the plate today. So the runners now at first and second after the hit by the pitch and no outs. Smith stands at the plate here. And Drake delivers, swing and a miss, 0-1 to her.
Now batting the pitcher number 28.
Cooper will be on deck
Cooper
here
on deck.
in the 5th. Comes trying to shut him down here to get those bats working in that 5th inning. 0-1 to Smith. That's a shot right center field, and that is going to be a 2-run double. So coming around to score will be Steggy. Pinkerton will have to stop at third. And another double here for the pitcher. And another run comes in to make it a 13-3 ball game. And runners will now be at second and third as Cooper comes to the plate. Cooper 2 for 2. 4 RBIs and a base on balls. Her time at the plate today. Make that 6 RBIs at the plate
Now
today.
batting third baseman number 22, Cooper.
Here
flat on
comes
deck.
Stoker in to run for Smith over at first. So with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning, Lady becomes now traded 13-3. And we'll face Cooper. She stands in. Drake on the pitch. High ball 1. So 1-0 her. Flood will be on deck as Cooper stands in. Drake delivering. Foul ball heads up over there. Hits the foul pole. Coming back in. There we go. It's now 1-1. So 1-1 at the plate. Here goes Cooper. Flood will be on deck for the Lady Broncos. As Cooper back in with a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. That's high. Going to get away from Thompson, but back to her here off the backstop. Now 2-1. So Kara Drake, 2-1 to Cooper. We kind of looking for that first out here out of the inning. That's low on the inside, going 3-1.
One strike.
So Danger loading him up here with Flood on deck. And Kara Drake, 3-1 to Cooper. That's ball 4 on the inside. So now the base is full here for Lady Broncos. As the fourth base on ball is given up by Drake.
Right
To the plate now goes
number
Flood.
17.
She's 1 for 3 at the plate today. Big hits the last time up. And she'll stand in here. Strike one called on the outside edge, 0-1 to her. So with an 0-1 count, Flood ready to go from Drake with the bases full here. And that's going to be a soft hit all the way back over to first there. Nice try there by Jacket, but getting back in over first is Cooper. As it's a fly ball out here to the shortstop for out number 1. So here comes Stovall to the plate. She's 1 for 3.
Number 9.
Got some good plays out there at second base
Robert
for the
John
Lady
Beck.
Broncos. So she's in here. And with 1 out and bases full, here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike called, 0-1 to her. So with only 1 out here into the 5th, the Comets get this second out here and cut off the damage. Here's the pitch, the 0-1. That's going to be a shot there. Jacket, it gets out into left field. 1 run comes in. Here comes the second run in to score. So it is 2 runs coming in. As Pinkerton comes in to score, Smith around from second. 2 more come in here. And it is a single for Stovall. And over to second goes Cooper. So 4th hit has brought in 4 runs. And it will be Roberts over to talk to the coach there, the first baseman. She's 0 for 3 at the plate today, 1 out. And runners at first and second here. As it's now 15-3. Lady Comets trail it. So 15-3 here as Robert stands in. And a strike 1 to her. Oh, 1 to her. Drake delivers. That's up high for a 1-1 count. So runners at first and second here for Lady Broncos. Only 1 out. Top of the 5th. They put in 4 more runs here. It's a 1-1 count. That's going to be over to the left side and give a chase, but out of play. It's 1-2. So McMahon will be on deck for the Lady Broncos. It's 1-2 to Roberts, the first baseman. So with a 1-2 count to her. First baseman stands in, ready to go. Here's the pitch now from Drake. That's in it for a call. Steve Rack 3, and that is out, number 2. And the 8th strikeout of the ball game here for Drake. Coming to the plate now is McMahon.
Now batting
McMahon.
left fielder, number 12.
0 for 2 with the base on balls, her 3 times at the plate today. And the 9th hitter at the plate here for the Lady Broncos in this inning. Strike call, 0-1. Runners remain at first and second here. 4 hits, 4 runs, making it 15-3. On the inside corner now, 0-2. So Lady Comets going to be down to their final 3 outs here. They're going to pick up some runs in that bottom half of the 5th inning. 0-2 to McMahon. Drake to the plate. That's going to be on the ground, hit her on the foot. And she's going to walk that one off a little bit, but she should be down to first. Hit by the pitch. Bases will be full as Hayes comes to the plate here for the second time in the 5th inning. As the roller caught her on the side of the foot there for Drake. And now loads them back up here into the 5th inning. So we'll take a little bit of a break here, make sure that McMahon's going to be okay. As cut her right there on the tender part of the side of the foot, it looks like. So she's going to be right as she makes her way down to first base. All right, so coming back in here now with 2 outs, top of the order, Hayes comes up. She is a 3 for 3, scoring 3 runs, got a base on ball. She's done the damage to the Lady Blue Comets here today. She stands in. And the pitch on the way is ball 1. It's 1-0 to Hayes. As they look to finish off the Comets here in this first game. It's 1-0 now, but the Comets looking for that third out. That's up high, now 2-0. The 2-0 count. Oh, Hayes will stand right back in. Base is full. And that's a shot over to the left side, and it will be 2-run double. As over the fence there brings the 2-run double. And that'll leave them loaded up there. 2 more coming in. Over to third now, McMahon. Hayes over to second. 2 more come in.
At the plate, the shortstop, number 23, Stenning.
5 hits have brought in 6 runs now. Here's Stegging to the plate. She comes up here. She is 2 for 3, and a base on balls are 4 times up. That's going to be fouled off to the right side. 0-1 to Stegging. They've really opened it up here in the 4th and 5th inning here on the Lady Blue Comets, putting up so far 11 runs on 10 hits. And now runners at second and third here. Hayes at second, McMahon over at third, Stegging with 0-1 out to the foul ball. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike called 0-2. So Pinkerton will be on deck if Stegging can get on, but Lady Blue Comets looking for that third out. Get out of this inning. Not any more damage. Here's the 0-2. Low. 1-2 the count. So Stegging back in here with a 1-2 count. Checking with Coach Huber down the third base line. She's back in here. And Drake to the plate. That's a shot right there. First gets underneath Eubanks' glove and down into the corner. Campbell up on it as it bounces around. 2 runs come in and headed into second with a double is Stegging. So she clears them off as 2 more come in. Making a 19-3 ball game. Here comes Pinkerton to the plate. Pinkerton
Now batting, the catcher,
0 for 2,
number 16,
reaching on a fielder's
Pinkerton.
choice and has been hit by a pitch. So here comes the catcher with the runner scoring position. That's going to be a foul ball to the right side. Get out of play. 0-1. Smith will be on deck. That's Pinkerton. Stands in to try to continue the inning. They got a runner over at second. And that is Stegging. And the pitch is going to be behind and Thompson. And gather it up as the runner comes over to third on the wild pitch. It's a 1-1 count. So with a 1-1 count, Pinkerton ready from Drake. And that's going to be fly ball right side. Campbell gets underneath it, and she'll make the play for the third out. And the Blue Comets get out of it. But after 6 hits and leaving 1 and no errors for the Lady Blue Comets, they give up a lot here. They give up 8 runs. It's now a 19-3 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Base runners all over. Blue Comets definitely need them. Babcock, Campbell, and Shields to the plate. We come back. Blue Comets softball Z95.3. And we're back here to the bottom of the 5th inning, and base runners are what's needed here for the Lady Blue Comets as they traded down 19-3 here in this first game. Got game number 2 coming up here as soon as we find out who that will be between the Fort Scott and Ottawa game over there. And there's a shot by KB. That'll be her third hit, and it'll get out into a right field, and they'll get her. It's a shot out there, and a nice play by Flood, who gets it in quick. And they'll go on the 9-3 for out number 1. Here comes Bree Campbell to the plate. As Bree 0 for 2 to the plate today. And Smith looking to finish off the Blue Comets here into the 5th. Smith, 92 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. She's given up 7 hits and 3 runs to the Lady Blue Comets here in her 4 1/3 work. Swing and a miss to Campbell, 0-1. Haley Shields on deck, 0-1 to Campbell.
See, there could be multiple. If there are 3, there's probably one.
As Bree now ready to go, Smith to the plates. And that's going to be a shot down the third base side. Nice job there by Cooper. She'll come up and make a good play, 5-3 for out to number 2. So to the plate now, it will be Haley Shields. She's 0 for 2 to the plate today. Comes down to their final out here in this first game. And they will take on the loser of the Fort Scott Ottawa game coming up here shortly. Here's Haley Shields standing in. See if she can continue the game for Lady Blue Comets. Strike 1 call. Sophie Emling on deck for Kaylee can get on. Or Haley, sorry. As she steps back in, she's 0-1 at the plates. Smith to the plate now. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. So the 0-2 count. Haley Shields will step back up here. Trying to get a hold of one. Get on for Sophie Emling. Smith to the rubber. Here's the 0-2. Up high, ball 1. So 1-2 here to Shields. She's back in. And Smith with the delivery. That's low to make it 2-2. So the 2-2 count. And Haley Shields battling up here at the plates with 2 outs and nobody on here in this bottom half of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch from Smith. That's low to make it a full count, 3-2. Haley doing a good job here at the plates. Now stands in ready for the payoff pitch here. And the full count on the way. Smith delivers. High for ball 4. Good job. Haley Shields works herself a walk here after getting a full count. 4th base on ball is given up by Smith. Here's Sophie Emling to the plate. Sophie 0 for 2 to the plate today. 2 outs and a runner on. We'll stand up here, see if she can continue things for the Lady Comets here in the 5th. Emily.
Center fielder, number 5. Emily.
That's in there for a call, strike 1. Oh, 1 to her. Sophie right back in. Trying to move Shields off of first. It's the 0-1 count. And Emling ready to go from Smith. That's a foul ball here to the third base side. Giving chase there. Cooper not able to come up with it. It's now 0-2. So with the 0-2 count, Sophie trying to get on for the top of the order here. Taylor Thompson as Haley Shields stands over in first. Emling back in 0-2 from Shields. Here's the pitch. That's right there at Cooper at third. She'll come up and make the throw. 5-3 for the third outs. And that'll do it here today for this first game as the Lady Blue Comets get no hits. They leave 1 on and no errors in that inning there for the Lady Broncos. So that will do it here as the Lady Blue Comets lose this one to 19-3 to go to 5-5 on the year. There's another game being played right now between Fort Scott and Ottawa over on the opposite field over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 3-minute break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap this one up, and then I'll go over and see if we can't find out about how long we may be on that other game, as it looks like it is still going on over there. And the Blue Comets will face the loser of that game coming up here in just a bit. So we'll find out about that one. But let's get it back to the studio here. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back and get you your Tyler McMillan post-game wrap-up show here. The Blue Comets lose this one 19-3 to go to 5-5 on the year here on Z95.3. Do I now? No, we're in Fort Scott. Yeah, Katy Park tomorrow for baseball. Oh, okay. And we're back here to wrap this up on your Tyler McMillan post-game wrap-up show here. Lady Blue Comets dropped this one 19-3. I tell you, it was a pretty solid game going into the fourth inning, where it was only a 7-3 ball game, and then all of a sudden, or 5-3 ball game. Then all of a sudden, they just blew up there in the fourth and fifth inning, and just started putting on the hits. They had 10 hits there in those last two innings. They ended up with 19 runs on 15 hits, 5 left, and 1 error for Spring Hill. For your Lady Blue Comets, they had 3 runs on 7 hits. They left 7, and 2 errors for the Lady Blue Comets today. Losing pitcher is going to be Kara Drake. She went 5 innings, and she threw 148 pitches, 4 base on balls, 8 strikeouts, 15 hits, and 19 runs, and 18 were charged to her. Winning pitcher is going to be Smith, 5 innings of work, 102 pitches, 4 base on balls, 2 strikeouts, 7 hits, 3 runs, and 3 were charged to her on the afternoon. They hit the ball very well. Lady Blue Comets played some good defense out there, but just a couple of those balls that just have found their way into some spots for the Lady Broncos, and they hit some good ones there. And got a couple of walks to help in there, and a couple of errors by the Lady Blue Comets, but just some big hitting in that last couple of innings by the Lady Broncos was what really turned the tide on the Lady Blue Comets. It was a tight game going into the fourth, as I said. But Lady Blue Comets will get another game here. We'll take on the loser of the Ottawa-Fort Scott game going on. And it looks like that one may just about be over there. We'll find out for sure. But we got a little bit of a break as the teams switch places here. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to give you your Horizon Aerostructures player of the game. Even though I think she was a losing pitcher of the game, she still had 8 strikeouts and 4 base on ball. She did good at the plate. Kara Drake today had an RBI there in the first to kind of help her own cause there. But, she did give up a few hits. But, hey, Kara Drake, I think, deserves the Horizon Aerostructures player of the game because she was good at the plate and she was pretty good there into dish today, pitching as well. Just able to get a couple hits on her there in the last couple of innings. So we'll go to the next game coming up here, as it will be game number 2. And looks like it is a Fort Scott over there doing some running around. So we'll find out. It'll either be Ottawa or Fort Scott in game number 2. That's your Twilight McMillan post-game wrap-up show here. We're going to send it back to the studio there in Chanute, and to get it back to some music, we'll shut down our live stream and bring it back here in game number 2. Give us about 20 minutes or so, folks. We should find out about the second one. Be ready to go here about 6:30 or 6:35 for game number 2 on this one. It looks like it may be Fort Scott heading over here, so it could be a rematch of that game on Thursday that was lost by the Lady Blue Comets 7-5, as Fort Scott's headed over here this way for game number 2. So give us about 20 minutes. We'll be ready for game number 2 here on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3. All right, man, I'm going to shut down the stream here, and then I'm going to go to the restroom.